Hi. Oh, I guess you're used to seeing these around, aren't you? Masks. But I'm going to talk about a mask today, but not this sort of a mask. Not a mask you wear to keep well, so we'll get rid of him, but a different sort of mask. Now, back when the Bible was being written, when the New Testament was being written, people didn't have TV or movies to go to, but they could go to the theatre, live theatre. And there were comedies and there were dramas and they'd have poetry readings and all sorts of things could happen at the theatre. Now, today, when you go and you see a movie or something on TV, all the people wear makeup so you can see them properly. Back then, they used to wear a mask. Okay? And I'll show you what they did on the mask. They have on the mask a mouth, and it might be one like that, and that said, I'm sad. Then there'd be one like this. Like that. And you guessed it, that one said, I'm happy. But do you think the person behind the mask was really either sad or happy? Well, no, really, they were just pretending. And in fact, they had a word for it. And they said, that's hypocrite. And that word in Greek means to talk from behind a mask. To talk from behind a mask. To pretend to be something you're not. And Jesus talks about people like that. And he wasn't talking about actors. He wasn't talking about people who put on performances to entertain people. He was talking about people who pretend to be somebody they're not. Who say, I'm happy and I think that's good, or I'm sad and I think that's bad, and they don't really believe it. And in our Bible verse, Matthew chapter 6, verse 5, it says, be not as the hypocrites are. Be not as the hypocrites are. If you're happy, you should look happy. If you're sad, you should look sad. And if you're a follower of Jesus, you should look like a follower of Jesus. Not pretending to be someone you're not is what the Bible calls being a hypocrite. If you're one of Jesus' people, don't wear a mask. First of all, you need to not wear a mask so that people can see Jesus through you. And remember, there are people out there who wear a mask pretending to be Jesus' friends. They pretend to serve him, they pretend to love him, but he warns us about people like that, and he calls them hypocrites. He says they're just talking behind a mask, pretending to be somebody they're not. Now, you might know someone like that. You might know someone who acts sometimes like they're one of Jesus' followers and sometimes not. You need to be very, very careful of those people, because they will lead you astray. They will teach you wrong things because they're hypocrites. They live behind a mask. Sometimes when they're with you, they pretend to be like you. Then when they're not with you, they say mean and nasty things about you. That's because they're living behind a mask. Now, it's bad enough to have to wear one of these sorts of masks. You know, I don't like wearing those, but I have to. But I don't have to wear a mask about who I am. I can be a follower of the Lord Jesus and not live my life behind a mask. It's about being real, being who you really are, and letting everybody know about it. So, today, when you go out, you might see someone with this sort of mask on, but you have to watch out for the people with these sort of masks, the people who don't live the same way they talk. Jesus called them hypocrites. They talk from behind a mask. We shouldn't do that, and we should be very, very careful to stay away from people who do. And that is the lesson for today.